Alright, the boom system, when it's in travel mode, folds back into this position. You have plenty of clearance behind for the springs, for the solenoids and nozzles. That's your pressure line that comes into the solenoids for the nozzles. This is your WS200 weed seeker modules. And whenever you want to be in operation mode, you just swing it out into the travel position, or the work position. Alright, from factory they have a water hose fill and their bulk fill from whatever source they're using. Whenever they want to fill the bottom tank up right here for their normal operation, you can just flip your valves and everything will go into the bottom tank that's coming out of their factory places. When you want to fill your 25-gallon tank, you can switch over and fill our 25-gallon weed seeker tank. From there, your water comes in here. That goes straight into the top of the tank. Here's your pressure bypass for your main pump. There's your chemical line that comes in. And this is off your bypass to your main pump going to your weed seeker. This tank right here is your chemical fill tank that is operated by the bottom pump. And this is your main pump. And we have a bypass or a shut-off valve here, or if you need to shut off to service it or change the filters. And this pump right here comes on whenever the weed seeker's operated. This bottom pump right here is operated by this push button right here that will light up blue to tell you that it's pumping chemicals straight into the tank. This is a Trimble GFX 1060. The power button is in the top right rear. A single click will make the screen come on. Once everything's loaded, you can click PIQ. And once it does its health checks, it'll pull up where you can see your satellite. You have your signal selection there. And up at the top it's yellow. It's still configuring, trying to pull in signal. Once the satellites get up and it gets a valid signal to turn green, right there is your devices as connected. Make sure everything shows up as normal. The vehicle profile will stay the same. The implement will stay the same on this machine. The material will change depending on what rate you're shooting for, what kind of chemical you're wanting to put in it. And you can save those. And then right here is your field selection, where if you want to hit new, it will keep client and the farm. And you can just hit the plus sign to change them to a different name. And at the top, the field will go blank, which you can find them if you have multiples in there under the client and farm. We'll just put test 2 in just to test with. And right there's everything it's saved, which you can from right there at the top. And once all that gets loaded back in, every time you change the field, implement will go back red until it selects. Under tasks, this is your different operations on the fields. It has saved those in there, just showing you. But as long as everything's green, you can go into the running man where you can open up the field. And right now it's on a split screen where you can see your UT functions right now, which is down here on the bottom left. And when you click the plus to maximize it or minimize it, you can go back to split screen, straight auto steer, or just UT. And we'll go back home, go back to the running man, and in UT, press right here to turn everything on for the weed seekers. And they have to go through a warm-up process. Until it's telling you. Once it goes through the warm-up process, it'll have that lock appear at the top left, and that's telling you that the system is ready to run. And you cannot turn the system on until it does a soil calibration. And right now it's armed and ready to go. You click this top right button, everything's going to turn red. And whenever it sees anything it needs to spray, it will turn blue all the way across, and this little bar graph right here will go up on the intensity of the spray. Now you can minimize it and go back to your split screen or your dual screen, and you are ready for operations. Once you're done with operations, you hit the top left button in that column, just hold it, turn everything off, and you hit the stop sign at the top left. That stops all operations. Everything will load back up at the home screen. If you want to go back in, you can hit the running man, and everything will load back up to where you was. And we'll hit home there, click the back button, and click shut down when it pops up on the right hand side.